Hey everyone, and welcome back to more of the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time on our journey, we made our way back to the neighbor province, where my Joy-Con's acting up a little bit. That's not good. Last time on our journey, we returned to the neighbor province once more. We found the lightning dragon, helped him out from a disease that he was going through. We had to, help him with a plant, and it was a whole song and dance. We had to help cure him of a disease, which we were able to do so, in turn granting us the final part of the song we needed from the three dragons, the Thunder Dragon Song, part of the song that will lead you to the final trial learned from the Thunder Dragon. Meaning we only have one song left to get, which we would have to return to the sky and talk to our boy Livius for. But there is some stuff to do here, and this time that's exactly what we'll be doing. Upon hearing the song and rescuing the Thunder Dragon, he mentioned coming back at a later time to potentially get another reward for saving his life outside of just the song. And based on that thought bubble above him, we can assume he's ready for us. Bit of context, I have saved and quit the game since last time, recording-wise. So I'm not 100% sure if you actually have to leave the area or just turn off the game or whatever for it to trigger, but I would assume it would have to be one of those two things. So either way, just wanted to be transparent that he may not immediately be ready to do this for you if you're playing along.
Oh, Link, I told you to wait a little while, but you just couldn't resist, huh? Well, I guess there's no sense in waiting any longer. Let's get the show started. Of course, seeing as how you're the Hero of Legend, you don't really have time to just goof off here, right? Right, so how about we make this a bit of fun, more meaningful way, taking you back through some of those challenges you faced previously. Sometimes you gotta step backward to go forward. There's light you can learn from revisiting your past struggles. Oh, yes. So, Link, are you game?
I suppose so.
You're a true hero, that's the spirit. Then, if you would permit me, I'll take a peek at your past experiences. Indeed, indeed. You have done some amazing things, like battling fierce foes and overcoming the daunting trials in the Silent Realm. Alright then, based on those experiences, you can choose one of two exciting challenges. Which one would you like to try? Pick whichever one you like.
So here we have two different types of challenges, as you mentioned. Silent Realm will take you back through the Silent Realms, as you'd probably guess. The three we already did before, and let you essentially do them again. I believe you can get the same rewards, like the Dusk Relics and stuff from these. So if you're curious on if you need more Dusk Relics for some reason, this is the way to get them, outside of just doing minigames and potentially getting them. This is a way to, I believe, get them for a fact. Other than that, I don't believe there's any reason for doing this. Maybe you can get money if you do it within like a certain time period or something. I don't really know. I've never actually really done it. I'm not going to lie and pretend like I have. But the battle one's a little interesting. So let's see what that one has to offer for us.
You want to do battle? Fantastic. I like your moxie. Because you chose battles, I'll select from only the toughest opponents you've ever faced. And I'll use my power to recreate the same battle so you can face your greatest enemies once more. You're being a good sport, so I'll reward you. Do enough and I might give you something truly special. An absurdly sturdy shield. Oh, but if you lose... well, let's just say that this isn't just a game. If you lose, it's all over. You won't be going home in one piece. Still interested?
I suppose so. I guess that's a little disconcerting how you brought that up, but sure, why not?
Spoken like a little warrior, I like it. Alright then, which period of your journey would you like to face an enemy from?
Let's just start from the beginning. I feel like that's smart.
From the beginning of your journey, in that case, let's see here. These guys look pretty tough. Which one would you like to face?
I think our first boss was Girahim. I feel like that's good enough.
Girahim it is. He's that creepy guy you fought in the Skyview Temple. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. The only items you can use in battle are items you would have had at the time. Yep, that's it. Also, pouch items are prohibited. I know that sounds really hard, but you fought those guys once before, so I've got to keep it interesting. It may have been a little too rough here. I'll tell you what, I'll let you take the shield you currently have equipped. You're all set here. You got a shield on everything. If you're ready, we're going to do this for real. Are you ready? Let's do it. Psych yourself up for this.
So yep, here we go. So if you can tell, this is kind of like a boss rush mode, something pretty common. And despite him saying we can't use items we would have only had at the time, we can still use our fully powered Master Sword, and of course we get our shield, meaning we can just blaze through some of these early boss fights like they're nothing. What he means by that mostly is, of course, you can't use pouch items, or you actually can't use any, at all. And items like these, as you can see, they're a lot more limited, but you get to keep the upgrade forms that you probably had for a little while, so that's nice. Nothing else, you get to keep the upgrades. There's not really much to say outside of that. These really are just the exact same fights from earlier in the game, just now with, well, a little bit of a different coating of paint thanks to having better gear. Of course, there is a timer there, which you can go for a new record, but I don't believe there's any reason to go for that. It's more so just you have to beat it for these rewards.
Well, Link, that was incredibly quite a warrior. Here's how long it took you to finish Girham, 25-26. Hey, you know what? That was your first time reliving the battle. Let's celebrate a little prize for your efforts. Here's 50 rupees. Go on and take it.
Yep, so you get some money for your first time taking on all the enemies, so if you want to make some money, you could at least fight them all once.
By the way, Link, what do you think about trying another battle right now? I wouldn't ask if there wasn't another reward on the table. In fact, there allows you win the better reward when you finish. As I mentioned before, I've got lots of rewards, including an absurdly sturdy shield. Makes you want to leap right into another fight, doesn't it? However, I bet you can see where I'm going with this. If you fail, that's the end of our little game. And keep in mind that your shield durability and hearts will carry over from battle to battle. It makes the battles all more exciting. Quit now and you'll get yourself a not too shabby 20 rupees. But the next one will let you a fabulous small treasure. Will it be? Do you want to continue?
So every time you decide to continue on the gauntlet, he will inform you what reward you'll be receiving upon completing the next battle and if you choose to quit. Do note if you do not take the rewards, so for example, continuing now means we'll no longer get 20 rupees even if we win this next round. Instead, we'll be essentially forfeiting the old prize for a new prize of considerably higher quality.
For consecutive battles, I get to choose what opponent comes next. I mean, you don't really want to have a pick on enemy every time, did you? No, get to look forward to finding who your opponent is.
Yep, so from now on, he gets to choose whatever fight we go for. That's why I recommend going for like Girham right away, because he's one of the easier fights. You might as well get him out of the way now. And Imprisoned is one of the ones I probably would have wanted the least, but thankfully I think it's the first form of the Imprisoned, so at the very least it's not like his second form, I don't think. Because God forbid they give us the third or second form of this guy. I'd really hate to do that again. But overall, the content, as I mentioned, the actual thing you're participating in is really just repeating the bosses, which I think is a cool thing to do because a lot of these bosses are fun to fight. And even if you're not doing it for the rewards, sometimes you may just want to hop on the game and relive a fight or two without having to go through the entire game, such as Coloctos or some of the really fun fights, right? And again, being able to go back to some of these older fights and have our modern gear, like our Master Sword and stuff, is really cool. But when it comes to the actual fight, again, nothing really changes. Again, here we can see our items. For some reason, we have the Gust. Oh, yeah, we would have the Gust Bellows. I forgot because we did the... you're right. We got all 3 dungeons for the first one. That's right. For some reason, the Gust Bellows just didn't feel like I should have it at this point. I don't know why, probably because of my faulty memory. So yes, there are a ton of rewards based on how many bosses you do, and that includes, of course, if you decide to go from, like, boss, like, the start to every single boss you've encountered up to this point. Despite hearts stuff carrying over, of course, as you can see here, you can technically get more of those via the stages themselves, so I wouldn't worry too much. The only downside is since pouch items are prohibited, we cannot use our heart medallions, which, keep in mind, is really annoying because that means we lose a whole 2 hearts, which isn't a ton, but it's still, like, you know, kind of annoying. But overall, it's nothing super crazy. But yeah, there's a ton of, I was trying to jump from one thing to another. Overall, there is a ton of rewards, and I'll be kind of going over them as we, go. And I'll probably, at the end, once I get all the rewards, I want to put a chart on the screen or whatever of the rewards, just so you can have a visualization of how many fights you'll have to go through for you know, whatever rewards you want. And hopefully you'll slow down soon, buddy. Come on. Slow down. You're slowing down. Thank you. So here's how this is going to go. Because these are all fights we've done before. Even if they are slightly different now, because we'll have better gear for the most part, they are still same old fights with nothing really new being added in terms of me having to commentate. Like, there's nothing new for me to add here, right? It's just, oh, okay, well, now this fight's a little more entertaining. I just took damage because I'm bad at this game. Outside of that, I mean, there's not really much for me to say, right? So what I'm going to be doing at a certain point is not just skipping past them, but I will be, like, speeding them up so that way the gameplay goes by a lot quicker, and just that way you don't have to spend nearly as much time watching these same battles over and over again. And then I don't have to find just random stuff to talk about because I, again, really have nothing new to add on these fights. I've already mentioned my thoughts on them for the most part, such as the negative thoughts on the Imprisoned, kind of the cool Girham battle, and, like, things like that. Come on. No. Up. Thank you. But overall, I don't really have much to really add. So what I'm going to be doing pretty much for this entire thing is just speeding up the fights, unless it's, you know, a repeat fight we already did. But I'll be getting into that later. I believe all these fights that we're doing this round should all be new, so shouldn't have to worry too much. Thankfully, we got a minute 45, so not a terrible time, but again, the Imprisoned, you can just tell. Like, a minute 45 with all this great gear is how long it took to fight this guy. It's such a slow and grueling fight. And we have to watch all these cutscenes again, but, you know, that's fine. It's whatever.
Well done, spectacular skills on display once again. Here's how long it took you to finish off the imprisoned, a minute 45:81. Hey, you know what? That was your first time reliving that battle. Yep, so we get our 50 rupees. Thank you. Quit down and get yourself a not too shabby small treasure, but the next one you net with fabulous 100 rupees. Will it be? Do you want to continue?
Now, 100 rupees for 3 battles may seem really good, but considering it has to be consecutive, you know, it's... I don't know, it's eh.
The next battle will be number 3. To defeat all the enemies, you must win this battle, win this many more battles. 7. So let's get on with it.
So 7 more battles after this one we can partake in. And I don't know how much I feel about this one. To some degree, you'd think I wouldn't mind this guy, but to another degree, I'm really not the biggest fan of fighting this man, just because he's another really slow fight. Oh, no, I wanted to... Oh, dude, my bomb, like, I threw immediately got dropped. That's so annoying. Okay. Come on, hit that. Oh, I forgot you have to not be on fire. That's right. Okay. I am playing way too sloppily. That's my own fault. But yeah, as I said, I'm probably gonna fast these ones forward. Just again, I don't really feel like making you guys waste a bunch of your time seeing me fight the same boss we fought before. Just have them go by slightly faster. So, ow. So I think that's what I'm gonna be doing. So, with that being said, I'm going to see you guys probably after this fight, because I'll probably keep cutting back whenever I'm talking to the Thunder Dragon guy, so you can see what the next reward will be and whatever. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes, or moments, or something like that. I'll see you guys in just a little bit.
Well done, spectacular skills on display once again. Here's how long it took you to finish Scaldera. 1 minute 46:51. Hey, you know what? That was your first time leaving the battle. Give me my 50 rupees. Thank you very much. Quit now and you'll get yourself a shabby 100 rupees, but the next one will net you a fabulous piece of heart. Will it be? Do you want to continue?
This is one of the 2 rewards that I'll be going for, despite there being a ton of rewards we can get, because there are 2 rewards that are really good. He mentioned a shield that is, like, super durable, which, of course, we're going to want to go in for that. And the other one is this piece of heart. You'll have to win 4 consecutive battles for it. Now, I will let it be known that you could continue, get the piece of heart, quit, or you could just continue past the piece of heart, get the shield first, and then come back to the piece of heart. But what I'm going to be doing is grabbing the piece of heart first, just so that way, if I get any repeat battles, I'm not going to just fast forward them, I can cut ahead. And again, this will just help save some time, because this is going to be a bit of a longer time in for me, recording-wise. But hopefully the video should still be around normal length for you guys.
The next battle will be number 4. To fail the enemies, you must win this many more battles. 6. Let's get on with it.
And who are we going to be fighting? Okay, Girahim. Actually, I'm okay with this, because Girahim's at least an interesting fight. Even though this one is going to probably take a little bit longer, because, again, he's a little bit more powered up here compared to his first form, but I'm okay with it. In comparison, anyway. So let's see what you got now, buddy. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think I was going to explain one more thing before I cut, but I actually forgot what it is. But yeah, once again, I'm just going to fast forward until we're done with the fight, so I'll see you guys in just a moment. Imagine finishing him off with chip damage. That's hilarious.
Well done, spectacular skills on display once again. Here's how long it took you to finish off Girahim. 54 seconds and 54:13. Hey, you know what? That's your first time reliving that. Yeah, give me 50 rupees. Thank you. Quit now and get yourself a not too shabby piece of heart. But the next one will net you a fabulous 300 rupees. Will it be? Do you want to continue?
So as I was mentioning, you could just continue here, get the shield first, and then come back for the piece of heart. It's not like you can only do this like minigame once. You have to pick your reward. No, you can come back and get both, which is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be grabbing the piece of heart first, since that's a permanent upgrade, and because of something else I'll explain in just a moment.
Right, no need to knock yourself out fighting these enemies here, right? Might as well save yourself for the real battles, I suppose. But you battled hard, just as I promised. I'll give you this.
You got a piece of heart. This completes the heart container. Your heart capacity will increase by 1.
Come back for a battle. I was saying that in my normal voice. Come back for a battle anytime. You know where to find me.
So the reason I wanted to grab that first was not just because it's the one that's earlier to get, but it's also the last piece of heart in the game. You've collected all the pieces of heart. So if you've been following along, that's every single piece of heart in the game. And as I mentioned, that alone will tell you, okay, well, what about these last 2 heart containers that I could have, like I would in most games? That's where these 2 life medals come in. So with that, we have a full 2 rows of heart, meaning we have fully upgraded our HP. Yeah, not really much more to say. It's just kind of cool to see. So I want to grab that first, because again, that's a permanent upgrade. Might as well have that going forward. Now, we have to do this again for that really good other reward he was mentioning. Again, I'm going to be starting off with the same Girahim fight, just because I like to 100% guarantee that I'm going to fight him. Because, you know, I feel like when you're coming down to RNG and stuff, I'd rather just make sure I'm getting some of the easier fights that I can, so I don't have to take as long. But once again, I just got pimp slapped by Girahim. That may just be one of the saddest moments of my existence on this planet. But once again, as I mentioned, a lot of these fights that you've already seen me do repeats, I may just skip past. I may not even... My voice cracked there, sorry. I may just skip past. Like, not even just fast forward, but just skip past because you've already seen them before. But when we get to new fights and to new rewards, of course, I'll cut back in. So I'll see you guys in a little bit more than a bit, because it'll be a little while before we're back to where we kind of were a moment ago. So I'll see you guys in just a few seconds.
Well done, Spectacular skills on display once again. Here's how long it took you to finish off Tantalus. Hey, you know what? That was your first time reliving that battle. Yeah, give me 50 rupees. Thank you very much. Quit now, you get yourself a not too shabby 300 rupees. But the next one will let you a fabulous rare treasure. Will it be? Do you want to continue? Of course we do. That's what I'm talking about. The next battle will be number 6. To defeat all enemies, you must win this many more battles. 4. Let's get on with it. Well done, Spectacular skills to play once again. Here's our token to finish off him. Give us our 50 rupees, thank you. Quit now and get yourself a not shabby rare treasure. But next one will let you a fabulous 500 rupees. Will it be? Do you want to continue?
This is kind of something I wanted to mention, which was the money rewards are kind of trash. I mean, they sound good.
Next battle will be number 7, yep.
From the standpoint, it's like, okay, well, 500 rupees is a lot of money, and it is. But the thing is keep in mind that minigame I showed you earlier, the one, like Fun Fun Island, that one you can do way easier, way quicker. Keep in mind you have to go through like what was it, 7 fights we've been through already, just to have a chance at getting 500 rupees. Whereas the other one, you should spend 20 rupees and spend like maybe a minute to get potential for 500 rupees. If you're trying to make money, this is not the way to do it, but there are other rewards to get here too. Or at least if you're trying to get money, don't go with like the 500 ones. Again, I'll show you the rewards like if you do all the boss fights in the game and whatnot later. So either way, I'm gonna see you guys in a moment again.
Well done, Spectre. Skills to play once again. Here's the all-ticket imprisoned.
Nice work, you beat the record. 50 rupees. Yep, so every time you beat the record, you get 50 rupees again.
Quit now, get yourself on 500 rupees. But the next one will net you a fabulous, absurdly sturdy shield. What will it be? Do you want to continue?
This is the reward I wanted to go to outside of the heart piece that I mentioned earlier.
Next battle will be number 8 to defeat.
Yeah, okay. Even though there are 2 more after this, of course, we're going to be going for that shield. That was the main thing to go for. Cool, we get to fight Galactus, which is a fitting one, because that was one of the ones I mentioned was probably one of my favorite fights in the entire game, so that's kind of nice. I'm going to need this out for this fight. Of course, I am going to, like, fast forward this part, because, again, you know, I wouldn't die. There we go. But yeah, I'm going to fast forward, and I'll see you guys in just a few moments. See you then.
Well done, spectacular skills on display once again. Here's how long it took you to finish Galactus. 2 minutes, 59 seconds, and 20 milliseconds. Hey, you know what? That was your first time reliving that battle. Let's celebrate with a little prize for your efforts. Here's 50 rupees, go on then, take it. Quit now and get yourself a not too shabby, absurdly sturdy shield.
But our next one would net us 2,000 rupees, which is a lot of money, but I'll be taking the shield. Thank you very much.
Right, no need to knock yourself out fighting these enemies here, right? Might as well save yourself for the real battles, I suppose. But you battle hard, so just I promise I'll give you this.
You got the Hylian shield. This legendary shield is imbued with a heroic power, making it completely indestructible. Your pouch is full, so the item was sent to the item check.
Come back for the battle. For battle time, you know where to find me.
So those are. Well, I heal here because there's gonna be a stool on. Because if you couldn't tell, I kind of took an embarrassing amount of damage because I was playing very sloppily because I was just wanting to be done with this. The reward of the Hylian shield is insane. I'll get to it back when we get to the Skyloft area, so I can actually show it. But as he said, it's an absurdly strong shield. He means it. But while we're making our way back, because there's nothing for us left to do here, or at least anything I want to do, I'm going to start talking about the rewards. I'm going to put on screen what the list of rewards are, depending on how many bosses you actually defeat. And I want to mention that of course, the reward for Piece of Heart is to fight 4, Hylian Shield is 8, and then the main other prize that you may consider going for, if you really want to, is for killing all 12 bosses in the game. They will net you 9,900 rupees, which, keep in mind, is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the max you can carry, yep, in the entire game. So essentially, it completely fills up your wallet. As amazing as this sounds, and I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Keep in mind that means you have to fight all the enemies again, and at this point in the game, again, especially with other money-making methods, I seem to think is a little bit faster, at least for the stuff you need, because nothing's that expensive, unless you haven't bought anything up to this point somehow. There is very little point to doing so, but those are the rewards, so if any of those are something that interest you, you can grab those when you want them. But of course, we got the 2 things I really wanted. We got the last piece of heart in the entire game, making me have the most HP, and we got this absurdly strong Hylian shield, and I want to take a look at it. Welcome, Link. Gifts to deposit me. The woman who got over her broken heart is getting prettier by the day. Yes, please. Okay, hand it over. Still not fully over, but she's getting there. So if we go over here, yep, there it is, the Hylian shield. And once again, I've got to go through some stuff here because it's been a little bit, but I'll do that in a moment. First things first, we've had it for such a long time, the goddess shield on us, but we're finally getting a different shield. The Hylian shield. Oh, it's so exciting. First things first, I'm going to, again, go through this here because otherwise my freaking OCD is gonna really be annoyed. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna speed this up, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, that's looking pretty good. You can see we have all of our shields here we've gotten. We have an extra bit of these two because we got from Goddess Cubes. We have our 3 bottles, and we have our stuff in here. I think I'm gonna put away the large seed satchel in exchange for the fairy bottle. Just because I want to probably get rid of one of them so I can have an empty bottle for something later. I know that might seem weird, but again, we're getting to the point where I feel like we haven't used the slingshot in such a long time. The quiver is generally just better, and I'll keep these 2 on because they're a little bit rarer for now. So we'll just keep those on us for the time being. Remember, you can buy time, you need to remind yourself how beautiful I am. I probably won't do that, just to warn you. So, how good is this shield that we just got, the Hylian shield? Well, as soon as you equip it, you'll notice that blue line there that is super long, and you'll think, okay, that's super cool. Also, it looks just super cool. I mean, look at that. It fits with the Master Sword. It's literally Link's like most iconic get-up look. It's the like, most iconic shield for him in the entire game. It makes sense that you can get it, and it looks just super neat. But above that, you'd think, okay, maybe it has like the regen capabilities of the Goddess Shield, and it's just way more durable. You'd be wrong. Because it's even better than that. It straight up doesn't take damage. It is completely indestructible. So, essentially, absolutely makes these 3 shields useless. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I do think it's kind of like the Sacred Shield, where it doesn't get affected by lightning or burn. I know it doesn't burn, but I don't think it gets struck by lightning. It's pretty much just objectively the best shield in the game, I'm pretty sure. I believe. Again, you can correct me if you know otherwise, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. We could buy a potion, and I'm kind of tempted to. I'm gonna do it. We have not used potions, despite me saying that this is one of the Zelda games where I feel like they're the most useful. And let's see if we can upgrade it. We've gotten a lot of bugs. Hopefully we should be able to. I feel like it's probably worth it, right? Let's see, what do we need? 3, 1, 1, 20 rupees, completely restore all hearts. We'll get that. Completely restoring all hearts, and consider how cheap that is. And now with how many hearts we have, that's actually pretty insane. Well done, Hylia. I hope I don't set expectations too high. So there we go. We got our Heart Potion Plus. And what would it cost to upgrade it again? Because you can see restores hearts to their maximum can be used twice. 3 Goddess, 3 Deku, 3 1 Cicada, 1 other one. That is extremely cheap considering it can be used twice. I say we get that. Again, especially at this point, money doesn't really have much of a purpose outside of potions for us. Heart Potion Plus Plus. Nice. We could buy also one of these ones, but again, I'm just going to have the 2 fairies. I really doubt we'll need them, but I may use them if we need them. Again, as I mentioned, there's nothing for us to upgrade here, and of course we have no reason to repair a shield that can't be broken. We have nothing we need to buy from him. There's nothing Beetle's going to offer us. We have really no reason to keep saving up money outside of using it for potions. So at this point, go hog wild with potions if you're playing along. Trust me, you have nothing else you really need to do with. And as weird as it is, we have nothing to do in Skyloft. I'm serious. We could talk to people, but there's nothing for us to gain from just talking to people. We have all the gratitude crystals, we have all the pieces of heart. The only thing that I believe we'll want to do, and it's not even here in Skyloft, it's in the sky itself. Oh no, come on, I want to zoom in. It's not here on Skyloft, it's just out in the sky. If you recall, we did get the last Goddess Cube in the game, I believe. And I remember which island it's on. It's in the Thunderhead, the one I actually came across. Right there. We came across the final Goddess Cube in the game, meaning we can get our final reward from the Goddess chest. And it's ironically where we need to be going anyway, to talk to Levius to get ourselves the Son of the Hero after all the work and effort we've done. Of course, I'm going to speed this up for you guys slightly, just by I'm going to cut ahead time on the island with the Goddess chest, so I'll see you guys there in just a moment. We're going to have to make our way through these tunnels again, which does kind of suck, so I'll have to remember which way is the right way for us, but hopefully it shouldn't take too long. Come on. Hurry up. Thank you. I think it was more towards this direction. I think it may be this one, because there was 2 Goddess chests. We came here for one of the ones earlier. I think this should be the way. I don't actually know if this is it or not. I don't think it is. Yep, this is not the right one. Okay, back in the hole again. Okay, this is looking a lot more promising. The final goddess chest in the game. And what's our reward gonna be? What could really be useful at this point in the game? You got the small quiver. So, in case you're curious why we were given a bomb bag and a free small seed satchel, we're also given a small quiver from the last goddess cube you can obtain in the entire game. Of course, it's gonna get sent back to the item check, but it's kind of badly placed once again. Like the large bomb bag, it's cool they give them for free, since, of course, I mean, a lot of people aren't probably gonna go for all the goddess cubes, aside of at least the ones maybe that give you the heart, pieces of heart, but yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, again, the bow is still useful. It's just I don't really know, how useful it is to get that from a goddess chest or whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna head now to Levius, who should be fairly close by. Where you at, Levioso? Yeah. It's probably behind us, I think, from what I can tell. The nice thing about Levius is he does appear on the map, so you can keep an eye on that to see where he's at. There he is. Which direction are you going? You're going that way. Okay. So we're going to head over there. We, of course, finally have all pieces of the Son of the Hero, which will open the way to the final trial that will allow us to get to access to the Triforce. And in turn, hopefully, actually save Zelda from that seal she's in. Oh, come on, Levius, slow down. Nice thing is that Levius is a little bit easier to land on than he used to, but still can be a little annoying.
So you've learned all 3 parts of the sun from the dragons, eh? You've done well, young one. True to my word, I'll perform the last part of the sun for you.
You learned the final part of the Son of the Hero. The Son of the Hero is now complete.
Now that you know the sun, I trust you know what to do with it. That old sun opens a door to a great trial. Should you succeed in conquering the challenge awaiting you there, I'm certain the path to the Triforce will be revealed to you.
Report, Master. I have determined that there is a trial gate somewhere among these floating islands that can be opened by the Son of the Hero. I suggest you use your dowsing ability to locate it. The path to the final trial... Okay, forgot we're on Levius. The path to the final trial seems clear. Next time, we are going to be starting the final trial in order to finally be able to rescue Zelda. Or, I guess rescue, but... Well, yeah, rescue Zelda, put an end to all of the evil that we've seen, and hopefully everything can go back to the way it was. Our journey seemingly is approaching its finale, but we're not done just yet. There's a little bit more to go. I hope to see you all there.